Okay, before I just run through the main conclusions of the 3 talks that I gave and the good decision that I would like to pursue, and also some words for some individuals, I want to say one short thing from the Talmud, which I feel is speaking directly to every single one of you. In the times of the Roman Empire, after the destruction of the Holy Temple, things were on a very, very low level for the Jewish people, and things were up and going higher and higher for the Roman Empire. And the sages observed that there were cities throughout the Roman Empire that were very, very immoral. And they said on the level of Sodom and Amorah, or maybe even worse. And the sages had a question. Sodom and Amorah, when it came to Hashem's attention, how badly they were behaving, Hashem made the decision to rain down the fire and brimstone and destroy the metropolis. And they asked, why isn't this happening to these cities of Rome? And they conferred among themselves. They came to the conclusion that there's only one answer, that in every city there's at least one Chazid Umot HaOlam, a righteous Gentile, that in that person's merit, Hashem is sparing the entire city. And we all know around the world what the condition of the world is coming to, and one of our objectives is to turn the situation around through the Noahide movement, but we also want to keep the world going until we get to the point where it's all turned around. And every single one of you, you don't realize how precious and important you are, even to many, many, many people around you don't even know you, and you don't know them. Okay, so the main point from the talk that I gave of the Lubavitcher Rebbe's impact, past, present, and future on the Noahide movement, I think is encapsulated by a statement of the Rebbe. The Rebbe said that to make a dwelling place for Hashem in the entire world, it's necessary to influence the Gentiles, because you are the vast, vast majority in the world. And the Jews alone, they cannot achieve a dwelling place for God everywhere in the world. So this is one of the reasons why God at Mount Sinai already set out the commandment for the Jews to influence and compel the people of the world to fulfill the Noahide Code, to accept the 7 mitzvot. And our task as emissaries of the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said that the spiritual leader of the generation, every human being in that generation is his emissary, whether they know it or not. And that now you're enlightened, you know that, and it's your task to make the world a dwelling place for Hashem. Okay. So in the talk that I gave about the Mashiach and the 7 laws and the Messianic era, the main point there is that the whole concept of Mashiach and everything we know about it is from the Jewish Torah. This is where the truth lies, and many, many people have been misled about that, and the laws of who can be the Mashiach, what does he have to do in order to fulfill and demonstrate that he is the Mashiach. These are laid out in the Mishnah Torah of Maimonides, in the last book, Laws of Kings, in chapter 11. It's online. You should be familiar with that, and this is going to you'll be able to answer your own questions and the questions of many, many other people. And the fact that this is what the Jews have been praying for thousands and thousands of years, and now we have the opportunity to begin to actualize it. We have to take the opportunity, and this is the purpose of spreading out the Noahide Code. In terms of establishing the Noahide communities, I think that the seminal statement of the Rebbe in 1983, that what he laid out as the halachic foundation of the modern observance of the Noahide Code, that if this will be spread out, that there will begin to be thousands and thousands of people who will take this on. And from Rabbi Perets, you see this is exactly what's happening. The main objectives, I have many objectives. I think a main one is that I have to finish up publishing the translation of all the parts of the Divine Code that are going to be forthcoming, and hopefully that will be much sooner than later. So as a main directive that I like to see fulfilled by all of you is to get more and more of your associates, family, friends to get interested in the Noahide Code. That's the way it grows. Now, specific individuals, do you want me to run through?
What?
I have a few people.
Yeah, go through.
Okay.
Go through.
All right. This is quite amazing. This is something specific I have for Craig, and I told him that I had something to tell him. A couple of days ago, I got a message. I have a very dear and very long-standing, very devout Noahide friend in Tennessee, and he sent me an email. He's very isolated where he is. He's going through a very difficult personal issue at this time. And he's having trouble dealing with it, and he sent me an email. All of this issue he's going through, what can I tell him? And he ended up with the prayer, may Hashem please hear my prayer. And I've been very, very busy, and I finally got this email, and I'm thinking, like, how can I advise him on all these things? And then I realized that here at this conference, Craig is here. He lives only 70 miles due west of this very good friend of mine. And Craig and his family could step in and just give this person the support that he needs at this point, at a difficult stage in his life. And Craig, this is something that is clearly divine providence, and we're gonna work on that. Theodore, I'd like to see to build up your guidance for the Noahides in Germany. We're now finally, like, the ice is breaking. Finally, there's Noahide groups that are forming even in the cold north of Germany, and Theodore, I think you provide a lot of guidance for them along with the rabbis. Lisa, keep up the good work with the translation. You're doing amazing, and we're very, very proud of you for that, and very thankful to you for that. Now, Bina, my request to you is establish your plans. And once you know what you're going to do, let me know so I can stay up to date. James and Anna Marie and the Noahides, the whole group from the Philippines, I just want you to continue to strengthen the good work that you're doing, and and ratchet it up to the level that you can reach to. And I just reminded of the story in the Talmud. The great rabbi was coming to Jerusalem to the temple. He was very, very poor. And he wanted to give an offering, but he had nothing. He sat down, very despondent by the road, and he saw a huge rock, a boulder, which would make a wonderful foundation stone to add into the temple. And what could he do? And a voice came from heaven that said, just put your finger under the stone, and I, Hashem, will send angels to carry it for you as long as you have your finger holding it up. So that's like kind of how I feel. Like I put a finger on things, and like all of a sudden all these angels are just carrying this work. It's amazing. And finally, it's something from Adam Thompson. I think that I think you're in a you're searching for where you're going to take your direction, but you already have a connection with rabbis and some observant Jews in Australia, and I think that you could come away from this, and I think you could let some observant Jews know about the Noahide Code, and how they can be aware of that part of their own Torah and how they can share it with their Jewish and their non-Jewish friends. So, thank you.